What is going on YouTube? Haterback making another brand new Crypto TV episode, and in today's episode we do have a lot to talk about. Obviously XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500, and we are also doing another Amazon gift card for a $20 Amazon gift card. All you have to do to win is just comment down in the description below, subscribed, and comment giveaway, and obviously make sure to be subscribed, because if you're not subscribed I will not give it to you when I check. So do those two things, maybe three things: subscribe and then comment giveaway and subscribed, and do those three things on the next couple of videos every day until Sunday. Drawing will be Sunday, and you will get a chance to win a free Amazon gift card for the holidays. So make sure to do that ASAP. But with that being said, what we're going to be looking at in today's video is unfortunately an actual correction within a lot of these cryptocurrencies, something that I honestly wasn't expecting to happen as quickly as it did. Now, we were still on the fence about it, but not as much as we had thought. Now, we were going back and forth. I'll kind of explain what I mean by this. You can see on XRP here, we were on the fence for a long time with the way this market has been going. You can see for many days now we have, or maybe it wasn't many days, but from the 23rd to the 26th, 3 days, we've had this consolidation where XRP has been flatlined in between moving average for a very long time here. And then we saw obviously a bull trap, which is lovely here, but we saw this movement here and we said, yeah, we traded outside the bull flag, which is great and all, but we haven't broken out yet to really confirm a buy-in opportunity. And we said if we close above here on the 4 hour, it would be a moderate to aggressive buy-in opportunity. Breaking through this would be conservative. Well, we did that, and you can see as quickly as we went up, we went back down, and we got stopped out, which is totally cool. And it's just opened up another short to the downside here. But I'm not too worried just yet, as I am still a believer that we will reverse out of this here. So we did get stopped out, which does suck. But I'm not too worried as to where we're going to be moving to, because I'm still, a firm believer of a breakout. You can see even with the rallies we've had in the past here, it always consolidates back down. So even with this bull flag here, it does consolidate back down, and this could inevitably help us rally upwards. But that's just my opinion here. We'll go in depth about that in a little bit. But unfortunately, we did break down. We do have to go over that today. Same thing with Ethereum, which was not so much as surprising as before. And then Bitcoin. The only thing surprising about Bitcoin is that we haven't broken down just yet. But we have been expecting the markets to break down, so I'm not too surprised, but it should be soon where we see that movement. And then the S&P is going to open up, and I honestly think we're also due to correct downwards a bit too. So I think overall the markets are all kind of leaning towards the same direction, which is definitely a good sign. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. Now, I will admit my mistakes, and I will admit when I'm wrong here. We took a chance, we took a risk, and we got burned ever so slightly, and we'll make it up. It does happen in the market, but you can see I said the bulls are here. Early morning breakout confirmed with the XRP chart. And what I mean by that is we saw just yesterday the 4 hour breakout here, the 4 hour confirmation. This was on the 26th. You can see we saw a movement up. We confirmed closure on the 4 hour above moving average. That was that opportunity here. We took advantage. We bought in. And then just as quickly as we bought in, we corrected down once we broke through our price floor here. So we really didn't lose too much. I mean, we bought in at 62. Let's just say 63 cents. We got stopped out at almost 62 cents, 61.8 or 0.618. So really not that much. We had very low leverage here, so it's totally cool. But regardless, we are starting to correct downwards here. It was hit or miss at this point. We were getting stuck in this moving average here, and was the 4 hour charts that we were trading on, so it was definitely more aggressive than we've been in the past. Now, as you guys can see, quick refresh of the market reveals markets are actually starting to dip a bit lower. Not by much. I mean, 1, 2.7, 4%, 4.7, 2. I mean, overall, we're down 2% here. But for the most part, we are consolidating. And if we're not consolidating, we're just slightly veering a bit lower. It's nothing that I'm too worried about across the board here, so it's not that big of a deal. But again, jumping to the daily, you can see we don't look bad within XRP at all. You can see in the past here, we have broken out numerous occasions in the past, and it does cause some consolidation here. Like in the past, we do have this consolidative market followed by movements to the upside here. I would not be surprised if we see the same thing. Just because we're correcting lower is not necessarily a bad thing. We still have a confirmed bull flag. Maybe, as I thought, we did kind of break out of this early that I've been saying and going back and forth with, and we had a lot of consolidation here. And honestly, if you used this as a means of resistance here, here, we can honestly move this up. We can say, okay, that's the price ceiling here that we need to break through. But regardless, we are correcting downwards here on the daily charts. So we did take an aggressive buy-in when we bought on XRP on the 4-hour charts. But looking at the daily, conservatively, we are still sitting this out. We are still waiting to see what happens. We could bounce off this and head up. Or what I would expect is correcting all the way back down to moving average here, then seeing that breakout to the upside. That's where I'm leaning more towards than, breaking out at this current moment here. But regardless, however you want to look at it, this is a very solid power play, and this is a very solid bullish movement here. This is very bullish overall for the markets. This is going to see us move to the upside, which is very exciting. So it is only a matter of time before we see that movement here. And then we'll be able to make some pretty solid profits off this reversal to the upside. So you just have to be patient. You don't need to take my word for it. The markets are showing enough signs here. Just have to be patient. Conservatively, the market or the buy-in that we did yesterday was very aggressive here. And when you look at this like this, consolidation is definitely more necessary for the time being. But as you guys know, we do all of our trades on BitFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BitFi lets you buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses. It lets you take profits, literally anything and everything you could possibly want on an exchange is offered on BitFi, which is incredible. So make sure ASAP to sign up to BitFi down in the description below, where you can earn up to $2,888 completely free by signing up with that link down in the description. So, I don't know what you're waiting for. Make sure to do it. I will also be doing some pretty solid giveaways for BitFi later on this week, which is going to be very fun. Not this week. In the next coming weeks, we're waiting on one package from BitFi to come in for some keychains, which will be cool. And then I think we're going to get do some giveaways for some gift cards, t-shirts, and also some keychains, which will be real fun. So keep your eyes peeled on that, as that will be coming very soon to the channel. Now, moving forward, and definitely make sure to check them out. Like I said, sign up down in the description. But moving forward from there, what we do need to look at is Ethereum, Bitcoin, and these other cryptos. So with the consolidation and the correction, which was slightly surprising on XRP, wasn't as surprising and as exciting as it is on Ethereum. It's actually not surprising at all. As you know, we've had a bit of resistance here, symmetrical or an ascending triangle. We had one much bigger drawn, but we discussed that we wouldn't be buying in at all until we filled in this gap here, or broke through here, or broke through here. And this was that opportunity. So what we lost on XRP with a long, we made up for on Ethereum with a short. Once we confirm the 4-hour closure below our beautiful uptrend, and that's why we have it drawn, that was an opportunity to get in for a short. And since then, we've been correcting down a moving average. So you win some, you lose some, but overall, markets, at some point, we will regain our losses here and recoup our losses. I don't know how much lower we're going to be moving to. It's definitely possible, but we are becoming near oversold. But we're going to keep it in. We're going to keep that stop loss tight, just in case we do decide to dip lower here. But overall, markets do look good and healthy, and these pullbacks are definitely necessary. We might even start to see some newer uptrend here. I don't know for sure, but things are starting to pan out that way. We'll obviously have this week to start tweaking things and changing things as we move forward, because you can see we're very much so starting to fall in line with moving average. So we'll see how that pans out. But moving forward from that, looking at Bitcoin, this is one of the cryptos that hasn't yet broken out. So we need to see where that moves to. Obviously, filling this in here, filling in the gap, at some point or another, this is going to break, and most likely it is going to correct to the downside here. At this point, it's hit or miss. I mean, with both other cryptocurrencies correcting, it's not surprising if we see Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if we corrected down from an ascending triangle. But obviously, it's very simple. On the daily, a conservative buy-in would be either above or below this. So we close the daily above here. We can buy in long. We close the daily below here. We buy in short. But until then, it's just a waiting game. And you guys just have to be patient moving forward from there. And that same thing applies itself with the S&P. I would likely expect to see the S&P correct downwards before we see any sort of major movements to the upside or the downside here. I do think we need to correct a bit lower before we can continue to move up, but I am a very strong believer we are on the brink of seeing some major movements to the upside. So I'm excited to see where that kind of brings the S&P 500 in the very near future, but that's pretty much it. We do need a bit of consolidation, but overall, we've pretty much completed my prediction for the most part here, and otherwise it's smooth sailing to the upside. Obviously, things can change, but that's ideally what I would suspect to see happen. This is right about here we're in as overbought, but we could definitely consolidate a bit lower first to lower ourselves, to cool off a bit, and then we can just continue to swing to the upside. But this is kind of that period that we're looking for now, which is going to be something like that. That's what we're looking for right over here. But with that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video. Make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.